Hello, everyone. There is buzz going on all over the United States and even overseas. What is this buzz about? Well, guess what? We've got a Global Consciousness Summit coming up on Saturday, June 18th. And this is going to be super grand, just like our special guest on this interview today. But before we introduce her, I'm going to pass this to my amazing, beautiful co host of the upcoming event so she can tell you what's the whole fuss about. So, Joy, tell us what's going on.
Hey, guess what, everyone? We've got the Global Consciousness Summit coming up next Saturday, June 18th, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time. Just do your math wherever you are. And of course, you're going to be in Canada also, right, Carolyn? Yes, and anywhere in the world. So we are bringing together for the first time, really ever, an interactive energetic, exuberant summit where our incredible speakers are going to be talking about consciousness and how to create reality, total wellness and healing in the body, its own intelligence. All of those things we're going to be untapped, unleashed, and uncensored in our conversations that is going to illumine your world and perspective going forward. You as the audience and our participants, actually, you get to come on and give your questions and interact, and it's just going to be fabulous. So join us there. Dagmar, let's get right to our incredible guest and speaker, Carolyn.
Thank you, Joy. I think you guys can tell that we're super excited about what's happening in just a few days. And I am equally thrilled to introduce somebody that I've met actually recently, but it seems like we are old souls that have known each other through eons of times. And when you get to meet her, you'll understand why Grand is in the name of her business. This woman has been a cheerleader in her childhood and continues to cheerlead in all businesses so they can thrive, so they can fulfill everyone's dream and potential. And she does that through an organization called Grant Connection. I am so proud to be the member of this organization and to just be in the presence of the woman that is embodiment of consciousness in business. She's a visionary, an amazing quantum manifester. And we're going to dig into it in just 1 second. But before we do, let's bring her on. And Carolyn, tell us just a little bit about how this vision of your organization came forward, because this is such a beautiful lesson to all business owners and professionals who think that maybe they don't have what it takes to start a new business or to put their dream into action. Well, this is an action girl. So everyone, here comes Carolyn Cooper-McQuatt.
Thank you. Thank you, Dagmar and Joy. Honestly, I just want to just take a moment here, people. These two women have come together in collaboration to really serve the world from a very high place and bring this concept of consciousness to our lives and to our business. And, you know, when I met Dagmar, there was an instant understanding between the two of us in how we serve in the world. And it is so exciting to meet other people that have a similar purpose and passion and joy in what they do. So Dagmar, I've been thrilled since I met you. And when you invited me to be on this conference, took me about a split second and said yes.
That long, how dare you?
Yes. Because, I've been waiting for a summit like this too. I mean, the Grand Connection is an amazing story. I knew for months before I collaborated with my amazing partner at the Grand Connection, Susan Jarima, I had this sense and feeling that something big was coming. And I just was open to it. I was curious. I had this vast sense of wonder on what it would be to show up. And we reconnected after 12 years of really not being in relationship. I moved to a different city. She moved on in her life. We just so happened to reconnect. She said, "Do you want to come to Sedona?" And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's on my vision board." She said, "Do you want to go to the Grand Canyon?" And I said, "Well, that's on my vision board too." Give me 5 minutes. So I hung up the phone, I booked my flight, and I called her back. And I knew that something big was down there, like I said. So we stood at the Grand Canyon on March 15th, 2020. It was a miracle. I was there for lots of reasons. And I knew in that moment, I had a divine download, and I was ready, willing, and able here. So what happened was I realized that Susan and I, standing there, were supposed to help the businesses around the world because they would be in isolation, in fear. And the greatest killer of all entrepreneurism is isolation and fear. And people have so many gifts and talents and expertise within their business. And we are meant to become the leaders we are meant to be through the service we provide in our business. So we decided, let's create the Grand Connection.
And there the story begins. So before we dive into this more, you said something that we don't always hear in a corporate world, and that is divine download. So let's break it down. What is a divine download? What does this even mean? Does the spirituality even have any place in business?
Oh, yes, it does. And my mission right now is to invite businesses to be open, willing, curious on what that path, what that next leg of their business looks like, on how they can serve from their highest selves. And if you're open to it, it arrives. So what it looks like when it happens, it's like a pause in time. It's like I knew that everything that I'd learned in my life in serving businesses for 40 years in business planning, corporate training, emceeing huge events and speaking, that moment was going to bring all those things together. And I was ready. You know, I say that when these divine downloads come, you will know you can either listen, learn, and lead, or you can put it under the rug and let it keep percolating, because it you know, I always say it won't let you go. You know, when we have been called to serve in a certain way, it does remind us again and again and again. And, you know, I'm here to inspire people with vitality in business. People, if you don't love your business, there is another way to serve, and it is there, it is percolating, and you got to find it. So
Carolyn, you know what's coming to me right now? You're a visionary. You are a corporate business entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, whatever label, that you are truly a visionary. And, you know, you and I have just met recently, right? And however, when you told that story about being on the Grand Canyon Rim, and I've been there many times and lived in the Southwest, and you've got Grand Connection, it's all coming together. I've got chills right now. I mean, you were given those inspirations, those downloads to create the vision that right now, at the beginning, when we were completely isolated, right? Completely going into isolation and lockdowns and all of that stuff. And you and your partner, Susan, had the incredible vision to bring this forward. And now you're ready to take this, and you have taken it to the world stage. Congratulations. Yay.
well, you know what? Thank you. And you know what? Oh my goodness, people, I got to tell you, in the last 2 years, I am 63 years old. I'm going to be 64 pretty quick coming up here. I've learned more in the last 2 years about technology, about building community, about serving from my highest self, letting go of all fear. I mean, all of it, every speck. It's like having fear and just dropping it.
Yay.
And you know what? We've attracted businesses. Are you ready for this? from 35 countries around the world.
Woo!
Wow,
Congratulations.
That's incredible.
You are a magnet. You're a total quantum manifestation magnet. So let's break it down. One thing I love about you is that before you set out on any task or journey, you truly take time to create the vision. And people hear about this, like create a vision board, and most of them are thinking, what's the big deal? Some piece of paper with pictures on it. Or I don't have time for this. I have to send out emails. I have to do this and that. Why should I take a moment to imagine what it's going to be? So what is it that you do? Because you've served over, I read somewhere 6,000 businesses. I'm like, where does she even find time to do that? So tell us, what's your magic formula for realizing your dreams? Because truly, you told me, I think in 2 years, how many businesses you've affected through Grand Connections positively?
Over 5,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Wow.
in 2 years. That's mind blowing. So let's listen to the pro of manifestation. Tell us the secret formula and leave the last step out, because that's for the summit participants.
We need to have that tidbit.
I got to leave that carrot, don't I, Dad?
Exactly.
The cliffhanger.
Yeah. Okay, so the truth is, I talk about truth marketing. I do. And the truth is, and this is what I support my clients to do, I mentor my clients to do, I love them to dream bigger than what they see. So the first step, truthfully, is to show up. You got to tell yourself the truth. So here's the truth about the Grand Connection when we started. I'd never been on Zoom before.
Oh my God.
No way. You're such a pro
Never.
right now.
Never. I mean, I was banned in the beginning. The people that came to our first events, they thought, oh, we're never going back there, and, so we have to tell ourselves the truth. What are our strengths? What are our limitations and our weaknesses? And we got to find folks to help us, whether it's a coach, whether it's a powerful strategic alliance to come together to support you, guide you, teach you. I mean, when I say I didn't know anything about technology much, I wasn't even really on Facebook before the Grand Connection.
That's not possible. You don't know Facebook, Carolyn?
I know it now somewhat. But no, the truth is, a lot of people think this has to be really, really hard, and it doesn't. People, oh my goodness, when you got that vision percolating in your soul, you just have to take this sacred time to listen and have silence and hear what it is the form of this business is supposed to take. And yes, it is a surrendering process. You have to release the fear, the doubt, whatever is in the way. Yet when it starts forming, it is absolutely glorious, and it's right. So I invite people first to be present, tell the truth, and really look at what is, because it really is.
Awesome.
So
Yay.
That's step number one. The second one really is we have to set it up. So once the clarity, the focus, the understanding, then we have to set it up. So, I taught business planning for 35 years. It is a spiritual journey here, people. When you design your business, if you really want it to sizzle your soul, just embrace that purpose and passion, you got to design the plan. You have to set it up, and you have to declare it and be bolder and speak about it and ask for the business and the support. And number three is
you cannot tell that. I will not allow you. But for those of you who want to know how to sizzle your soul, you will have to tune in to the summit on June 18th. We're cutting Carolyn off now so that you absolutely have to join us. And why wouldn't you? In fact, Carolyn has a special gift for everyone who attends. Now, you will have to be present to seize that opportunity, because it will be dropped in the chat. So, Carolyn, what is that special gift for our audience?
So, for everybody who comes to the event, and honestly, register now. I'm just going to recommend, if you have anything planned, you really want to move those appointments or change those activities, because this is going to be a summit that changes the world. I feel it. We had a conversation, ladies, before we got on here. I can feel it. It gives me what I call truth bumps. Whatever you're doing, just register. I mean, it's, the VIP, what you get for the VIP for $57 is astounding. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of value. And to attend is only $11. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Carolyn, wait. I have to ask you, what's your VIP gift that you're going to be putting in? And of course, I just want to remind people, when you click on that link to register, that's going to be below this here and all over social media and in your emails coming up, for just $57, you're going to get thousands of dollars of value. So Carolyn, what are you contributing to our incredible VIP bundle?
I'm so excited about this VIP gift. I decided, well, what am I going to do? What would be incredible to really support these businesses, to release all fear, get their vision in action, and get them moving forward. So I am providing a 3-day, 1-hour business booster workshop. So we're going to take your business to a conscious, inspired business on this journey and really start percolating those big dreams and profits. Because the truth is, people, and this is the mission I'm on, love is the great prospering power. It is the magnetic energy that you want to invoke to attract all those beautiful, ideal clients that you love to serve. That's what happens. So honestly, it's going to be June 21st, 22nd, 23rd from 12 till 1. Follow the link when you sign up for the event at the VIP level. And also for everybody else, I'm contributing a 30-minute one-on-one conscious inspired business to whoever is really curious. Like what she's saying is quite interesting. I wonder if that would apply to me. You know what? Book the call. Connect with me,
Carolyn, I can't believe you're giving this away, but I'm going to jump on it myself. In fact, one of the best things of running a summit is you get all the goodies that you can too for just $57. So, Carolyn, such a pleasure. It's been amazing to have you with us today. Give us your favorite quote or your tip of advice for our participants who are coming to the summit. Just that last message you would like to leave them with?
I would like to leave them with this, that, I have a philosophy from my mentor, my spiritual mentor growing up, Emma. And it's in regards connected to thinking above the line. People, be curious. How can I experience more love and joy in my business? And how can I discover my purpose and my passion to serve and just have a way better time with a community like the Grand Connection to support you, or the people you'll meet on this summit, in the networking rooms? You know what? It could just take that hard right and change everything for you. But you gotta commit.
You gotta show up.
So and you gotta show up. That's right, Joy.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta show up. Well, wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been such a pleasure to have Carolyn with us, and we cannot wait to see you next Saturday, June 18th. It's going to be a thrill, so join us on that thrilling ride. Till we meet again, stay tuned for more updates and more interviews with amazing speakers, sponsors, and supporters of this summit.
And buy your ticket now. Like Carolyn said, set aside that time, show up for the amount of time that you can, the whole time, or when you get the VIP ticket, you get to have the recording if you cannot stay, for people as incredibly amazing, powerful, and visionary as Carolyn. Oh my God, this is wonderful, Carolyn. Just Blessings. And we are just so excited that you are part of our Global Consciousness Summit next week, June 18th. Yay.
Hold on, just before you go, I just wanted to share one last little
Boom
tidbit.
bombs, boom
I'm
bombs.
excited too, but here's my cheerleading.
Oh, yay.
I have some too. So next time or for the summit, I'm gonna pull them out just for you, Carolyn.
Are you a cosmic cheerleader too?
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, and we see you soon. Bye bye, everyone.